Capricorn, welcome to your hopes, fears, and reality spread. As per usual, you can click right on, oop, not even shuffling. As per usual, you can click right on that description box below and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each individual card. Here we go. Okay. So you're kind of hoping to hit somebody with the truth and knock them off their throne, Capricorn. So it feels like you have a bird's eye view of a situation, and somebody that you're dealing with doesn't quite understand what's happening or what's going on. And you recognize, like you're hoping to deliver the information to kind of knock them out of la la land and plop them back into reality. So it's not like you're doing this out of malice. It's not like you're doing this out of harm. You're doing this to present the facts. But yeah, you're really hoping to deliver somebody the truth because they just aren't seeing things clearly. And it's funny that you got the Ace of Swords and the Empress. Okay. Because it made me feel, it kind of gave like a Queen of Swords vibe to it, and then here in your fears you have the Queen of Swords. So you fear, okay, that the reality might be just a little too harsh to communicate from your point of view because you're one of those people who likes to deal with facts, and the person that you're dealing with just needs a prettier package on the situation. So, like I said, you don't want to upset this person. You just want them to really get their head out of the clouds and get back into reality or really understand a situation for exactly what it is. So you're hoping to communicate this a little bit more gentle. Like you would just go out and want the facts because you're a very direct communicator and you want to deal with the facts. This person needs a softer package than the way you would normally express it. So you fear that if you just go at this person spitting facts, like if you're just like, this is the way it is, da 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 da, that person's going to get very upset. That person might get emotionally wounded, and then they won't listen to what you have to say anyway. That perspective will never actually be communicated to the other person because they won't receive the message well. The reality of the situation is that this union or contract, okay, so this could be that you have to communicate to somebody about a contract, or you have to have a difficult conversation in regards to a relationship. Now, that could be a familial relationship, it could be a friendship, it could even be a lover. The reality of the situation is, even though this particular union, contract, or relationship is way out of balance right now, you do not want to walk away from it. You do not want to give up on it. Okay? And you don't want the other person to leave either. So having to get this out on the table, having to get this truth out on the table is very important to you. And that's also why you want to be gentle in the delivery of this, because you feel if you aren't gentle in the delivery of this, then this other person will walk away. And that is not what you want. You want to get this put back on track. Okay? You want to have a good foundation with this person. You want to have something solid and long lasting. So you're going within yourself right now to try and figure out the best way to present and communicate these ideas, because you don't want to hold back from this person because you don't think that's fair. It's not fair. You can't build a solid foundation if somebody's holding back. And you can't build a solid foundation if you're dealing with facts and they're off in la la land somewhere. If they're off in, like, just this, everything's perfect, everything's wonderful, everything's great. Well, no, there are some things that we need to deal with. There are some compromises that have to happen. You realize and you recognize this. Some very difficult conversations need to be put on the table, Capricorn. And you're going within yourself to find the gentlest way to explain the utmost facts. You don't want the other person to avoid the situation. Yeah, see? You aren't quite taking action yet because you realize that once this is all out on the table, it has to be worked through. You can't just put it all out there and then take it back or put it aside for another day. You really realize that you have to hash these things out. So you're holding back the actual action of saying things. But you recognize that there are changes, some very important changes that need to be made if you want a return on investment in something in a union that is out of balance that started a long time ago. This isn't a new thing. This isn't a new person. This isn't a new relationship. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be vocational. It could be a friend or a family member, but there's depth to it. This is a long time. I'm talking a year or more because there's a lot of depth to it. There's a lot of depth to it as long as longevity. This isn't like a new person or a new relationship or somebody you started dating a month ago or, you know what I mean? Or a new client. This is somebody who you have history with. Other words, you wouldn't fear losing them too much right now, Capricorn. So yeah, some difficult conversations need to be had. And you're trying to go over what it is you want to say to put everything into a more palatable package for the other person to actually be able to receive and digest the information so you don't wind up in a fight. You're looking for this to be constructive criticism in which two people who are not on an equal platform anymore get back to an equal platform without just giving up on the situation altogether. So you are looking to make some very important changes to get a return on investment in something that started a while ago. But you can't take action until you put that communication in just the right package to get the other person to receive. Capricorn, this is a very hard line to walk, but I applaud that you're taking the other person's point of view and feelings into consideration before you go into this communication. It's not an easy thing to do to create that empathy for the other person, but it is the right thing to do. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good. I wish you luck when you do take action on this and start hashing these things out. And I'll see you next time.